Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and before I say anything, you caught me cleaning my teeth out. I was a little bit peckish, so I had a skinny WIP bar, but at least they're skinny, right? You know, that's one thing. At least they're actually a skinny WIP bar. How are you guys today? Sunday for me. I know it's not for you, but it is for me. And the sun is shining. It's weird though, because it's been misty. You know, I live by the sea, and it was more or less foggy this morning. It was so thick, it was more or less foggy. And when I went out into the yarn van, it was foggy in the garden, which was weird because it was sunny and it was foggy at the same time. And when we went out, went to the shops and stuff, it was sunny and not foggy, but we got back and it seemed even thicker. But it was just really white, and you could see the sun through it. It was just strangest fog. Reminded me of James Herbert, you know. I read those books back in the day when I was young. The Fog, The Mist, and all of that. I've just realised you couldn't see all my little zoo. So yeah, burnt off now though. It's glorious out there. And when we were shopping, we went into Morrison's and the farm shop. No, actually, we were going to go to the farm shop. It's packed. Holiday makers are back. So there's just no way of going to the farm shop until weekdays, when at least some of them go back home again. Everywhere they are. Everywhere. Because, you know, it's the first time they could come down. The ones that are not pretending they don't live it, you know, the others. They come down and they open up their caravans and chalets and air them out and you know, open up for the season. So it's a bit busy everywhere. And when we was out, I wanted to get some more of those big plastic tubs for my shop. And I've been buying those in cancer research. I do like to try and support the cancer research shop. I used to support the Demelza house shop, but when I started taking my stuff to them, started saying we don't need any more. And I thought, well, that's no good. I really need to get rid of this stuff, and it's too good to just throw out. So I started taking it there, and also being a cancer survivor, it made me kind of want to contribute back to sort of helping. So anyway, I go in there. They've got a big unit, you know. They've got not a shop. It's like a warehouse, you know, and they do yarn in there, and they do these tubs with the lids, and they do big ones, and they're 2 for £18, I want to say. So in Asda a short time ago, when I was shopping with Victoria, they were a £5 that day, and she sent me a picture of it. And then when I got there with her, they were £9. I think, you know, that must have been a mistake, and someone had obviously taken them to the checkout and they'd realised their mistake and put them right. But still, £9 wasn't too bad. So if you get 2 of the others, they're £9 each. That's kind of the cheap end of good price, really. I used to buy 3 of the really useful sturdy ones for 30 quid, which they're 62 litres. They're not bad, the ones I used to get. Sometimes they're a little bit cheaper than that, but that's about the price they were. So these are on a par, and they're quite big, and they don't break on me. So I figured, you know, I'd go in there and get a couple. They've run out the big ones. So anyway, we went in B&M, and they had a pack of 2 for £12, but they were smaller. So I just said, oh, I'll get them. Tied me over, and Gary said, what, will you throw them away after? I went, no, I'll use them for smaller things. Throw them away. What does he think I am, made of money? No, I mean, they're not too small, but you know, they're just smaller than the others. Bless him. But no, I wouldn't throw them away. I would definitely still use them, because there are some varieties of yarn or accessory that I do that are less. Or maybe I could put my knitting kits in one, you know, take up less space. Anyway, so yeah, we went there, and then we came home, and I went out the yarn van, packed order, which is there, and what else did I do? Sorted a few things out in there and used my new boxes, and the sun was really strangely coming through this mist. It's burnt off now, so it doesn't look eerie anymore. Well, it does in a way, not around here, but when you look out to sea, you can kind of see the blue edge, but then it's just mist, so it still looks a bit eerie, a bit weird. Cheers, guys. Mother Nature is a strangey thing, isn't it? Sometimes you get these little anomalies and weird stuff occurring. Well, as the title suggests, what's coming up and what's going down? Well, I'll show you. Coming up, I'm going to have an Open With Me where I review the newest Crochet Lace magazine. There's a reason for it. Being ill like I was, I missed number 3, which is a bit annoying, but that's good because now it's number 4. It's how it's going to be, you know. We've gone through the initial thing to catch you in, and now we've got to number 4. It's how it's going to be. So if you've been following that and you're interested in it, number 4 will be filmed tomorrow probably, because Gary will be at work and it'll be nice and quiet in house. All I have to do is wait for the postman for my orders and my giveaway prizes, because I have had a reply from 2 so far, so they'll be done. So it'll be kind of okay for me to film the Open With Me. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to be very honest in my review of it too. What else is going down and coming up? I will be doing a live. I was trying to get feelers from you guys how you want me to let you know, basically. I mean, I could let you know via my my Facebook. I've got the Crochet Worldwide, my group that I started. It's got quite a lot of people on it. And I have the Crochet Rocks page. I have my own personal page. I could let you know there. I could let you know on my wall on YouTube, but not everybody sees it. I'm going to try and give you as much notice as I possibly can. Yeah. I figured Monday or Tuesday, or Monday I know is today for you guys, would be the best days. So usually if I was whistling then as well. The teeth turned into a whistle. So usually, a bit again. I don't like that. Usually, if I do go, usually go around maybe 2 Greenwich Mean Time, maybe 1:30ish, because I like to try and get it all done and dusted before Gary gets in, because obviously I've got to do dinner. I've got to do fish tomorrow. Yeah, kind of salmon though. Salmon fillets with asparagus, and yeah, so it should be nice anyway. I haven't had fish for a while, and I don't know, something got Gary on to salmon the other day, and that's it, it's got to be in his bonnet, got to have it. So let's see this side of the page this time. For our anniversary, my husband and I were able to do all the same things we used to do, except with screaming kids hanging from our limbs. Hopefully not everything, just saying. Guarding your pooping child in a public bathroom by standing outside their stall holding a lightsaber. Yeah, that's as cool as it sounds. I never stood outside. The only one time that I ever didn't make it in time to go to the loo with Paul, he locked the door, he couldn't get it unlocked. We were in, oh, this is terrible, right? We were in a picnic spot where people stop with their campers and all sorts of things. There was a toilet and a few tables and chairs in the woodland. I have no idea. I think it was like on the way to Brighton, but in one of those places, you know, that no one ever goes. And it was locked, and there was, you know, when you go to the toilet in America, it's bizarre. You know, not only do you have a gap below the door and above the door, you get a gap between the door and the actual. Oh, I found people could easily put a spy, a little, you know, not that they'd want to, I know, but you know, I felt a bit public, you know. Anyway, this thing went straight to the ceiling, straight to the floor. There was not, when you go into the next one, there was no kind of half wall or anything so you could climb over. There was just a tiny kind of barred bit at the top. So I managed to stand on the loo, and I looked over and I went, Paul, just unbolt the door. And he's like, I can't, it's stuck. And I'm like, just wiggle it and pull it. And he was like, he couldn't get it undone. So after some time, the search party came looking for us, like his dad. And I said, you're going to have to go and see if you can find a warden. I think on that thing, when we first got here, there was an information thing. I'm sure there was a warden's phone number. You're going to have to see if you can find a warden. Managed to find a warden. Thank goodness for that. And he got him out. We were there ages. We left nice and early to get to the Brighton on time. Yeah, so I never waited outside. And even now, if I'm ever with a child, I say, do not lock that door. Just don't do it. Anyway, a story came from that. Here we go. As we were leaving the grocery store, my niece and nephew yelled that they wanted some auntie wine. Well played, sis. Well played. I always feel most alone right before I look up and see a little face in the doorway watching me pee. Got a little story about that as well. Not such a little face either, though. When I first met Gary, let's do this first and I'll tell you. So we had our weekend. You've seen that several times now. We have Monday, and we've got words by Moff Gideon, who's not a very nice man. You may think you have some idea of what you are in possession of, but you do not. It means more to me than you will ever know. This is Moff Gideon, I believe, because I'm sure Moff Gideon's Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. Anyway, the story, it's not really a story, but when I first met Gary, you know, I came here and I found this house a bit like my mum's house when I was young, you know, when we moved here, sort of thing. So it was kind of, it felt very homey. But one thing I was always really very private. You know, I didn't get undressed in front of my mum and dad, didn't get undressed in front of anybody, you know, like my mum, my friends. You know, I was very cool. No one's going to look at these, because I actually developed very young, and I think that's what did it, because, you know, obviously when you get changed for PE at school, everybody looks like a stick but me. So yeah, I didn't like, you know, showing bits of me. So I was always very, very guardian and everything else. And so when I got here and I went to the toilet for the first time, there was no lock on the door. And I was like, I can't lock the toilet. You know, I was when no one's going to come in, you know. Well, what if somebody did just walk in? They didn't know I was in there. So they put a lock on the toilet just for me. Still there now. But I've got used to their ways, and I can even leave the door open and not even bother to shut it now. And they'll be having a cup of tea in the kitchen, and I'll just walk along this little passage and go to the loo. And yeah, I've cottoned onto their ways. Not that I do it in front of them, but you know, back then I kind of got used to his mum walking around in the all together, and even his brother once, you know, sort of like swinging away when he went off to the loo in the middle of the night. Yeah, so I had to kind of, you know, I wasn't used to it. Wasn't used to it. I was so anal about my nakedness. You know, still am really, but, you know, I got used to seeing it. Yeah. Rather like my son's girlfriends had to get used to seeing his dad. You know. It was like a bit of a standing joke in our family that you're not really part of the family unless you've seen their dad's naked body like stumbling around the house. So yeah. But I don't mind, thank goodness. I'm still a bit, no one's seeing my fat bits, you know what I mean? No, I can't be doing with that. So it's amazing what comes out of just a little book, isn't it? Really? So I'm finally feeling like I've got rid of every bit of that virus. Really dragged me down, you know. It was actually a virus that made you feel depressed. I knew it was it, because it was like someone had took the jam out of your donut. You know, you felt like there was nothing wrong. You couldn't pinpoint anything. It's just blah. But thank goodness it's gone now. Another thing I was doing earlier was uploading some stuff onto my shop, because I forgot all about that beadle yarn from Ice Yarn, and because it was the end of their stocks and stuff, I managed to get it at reasonable price. So I've put it in my Black Friday. Well, actually it's not called that anymore, it's called my winter sale. So that is in there, but it won't be there, I don't think, if people know about it for long, because it is reasonable and a lot of people liked it. But you never know. You never know. I'm also going to put this in, and this is a Knit Pro crochet hook set, and I noticed, so they all had what's the word I'm looking for, bubble wrap around them, and this one's bubble wrap had been taken off, probably so I could show it, I don't know, but I can't find it now. But I found this tiny little mark on the plastic. Was it a crack? Is it even there now? Or was it just my eyes playing up on me? It was enough to make me take it out of stock. That's just polythene. That's not it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there. There's a little line. Can you see it? It actually shows up better on the camera because the light's shining on it. But you can't really see it so much. I mean, a lot of what you're seeing is reflections, but yeah, there's this little line there, which is two little lines. Now I've seen it. Yeah, so that's what that stuff. I'm going to reduce it. Obviously, I do have the newer ones in my shop anyway, but that one will be reduced because it's got that mark on it. I haven't uploaded it yet. I used to have them uploaded, but then the new ones come out and I got rid of those. But I will put that on, and that'll be at a reduced cost. So if anybody wants that, then keep your eyes peeled. It's going on soon when I get the chance. So what's going on? What's going down? So a live stream. I'll do a whippy video. And I'm going to try my best to get my tutorial done. I've been wheezing today. Oh, I don't know why, but something made me wheezy yesterday, and I thought it was going to keep me awake, but it, you know, I managed to get off to sleep. I had to put earplugs in. Gary was really driving them home last night, honestly, and I felt like, shall I wake him? You know, I feel guilty waking him if he can't get back off. So I thought, no, put the earplugs in, go to sleep. So I did. I didn't want to get up this morning though. I don't mind telling you. I laid there, all cosy. Gary was doing his jigsaw. He's obsessed, really is. So he's really obsessed with them at the moment. He did a wads jig, and that is, I honestly can't tell you how quick he does them. It's ridiculous how quick he does them. But I knew he was out there doing that. And I kind of did send him a text, tea please. But he left his phone on the bedside table, so he didn't see it. I never got my tea. But I kept thinking, you know, God, I don't really want to get up. It's so cosy, and I kept putting my feet into the colder bits of the bed, and it was just so soft and lovely, and I didn't want to get out. I just thought, no, I'll cozy on down a bit longer, and I must have laid there like that. I just texted him, because Michael was texting me. So I was doing that, and it must have been over an hour. Just laying there thinking, I should get up, really, you know. Then I thought, someday, for goodness sake, you know, entitled to have a lazy Sunday. So I did. You know, didn't really kind of impinge on the day. It's a good word. Goodness gracious. Heavens. So I'm running out of these bags. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to tell you. Yeah, well, these bags. These are my Rosie bags. I've had quite a few of these. But, you know, I got this size. This size is perfect for doing things like the I-cord knitter. And also perfect for a little bit of icy on. But I-cord knitters and stuff like that. Just perfect size. But I do need to get a few more of the larger ones. I'm running a bit. I've got some sizes, but I'm running a bit low now. But I ordered something today. You know, at Christmas, I did the Santa sacks and I did the Advent ones. Well, it got me thinking, and I thought about this ages ago and I didn't do anything about it. And it might arrive too late for England, for UK, should I say. But I ordered some Mother's Day bags. Now, they're only small. But, you know, US Mother's Day, Canada Mother's Day, it's all a different date to us. So it won't be too sad. But I also ordered some Easter ones. So they're only small, but you can get like maybe a little Easter present in there, little yarny Easter present. So I did that. I ordered some Easter ones and some Mother's Day ones. And, you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything crossed, that they arrive in time. But I thought if I've got any left over, they'll just do next year. Do you know what I mean? But they're not like massive, not like the Santa sack big one and that. It's just a nice little hand bag, like, what's the word? Carrier bag type thing, you know, but a nice, pretty one. So, but also, don't forget, there's still the organza bags are still in, and they were, you know, I always said they're good for Mother's Day, good for Easter, that sort of thing. So I've still got those, which will probably hold a bit more than the little ones, because I've got a feeling they're probably going to be about this size, roughly. But, you know, be a nice little gift for a kid to buy mummy for Mother's Day, and a sort of a little Easter present instead of a chocolate egg, something a bit more fibre, a bit better for the waistline. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Need to slurp my tea, so just bear with me a sec. So that was another reason we had to go out. Gary needed milk. I don't do milk, as you can see, but I needed biscuit tea. So yeah, we needed the supermarket. And of course he had to have an Easter egg, because Gary does like to have an Easter egg. He said, do you want one? I went, no. I do have a bar of chocolate out there, and I thought I don't really need to have an egg as well, because I want to get started on this diet. And I figured it would just delay that happening even longer. So he had an Easter egg and a pack of Yorkie bars. And when we got home, and I put them on the side, and I looked and I got this one bar of chocolate, and Gary had got a bar of chocolate, 3 Yorkie bars, or maybe 4, and a Yorkie Easter egg. And I just suddenly thought, it's unfair. What did I do that for? You know, then I realised I did it because I want to get healthier. Oh, yes. But, you know, when I see it sitting there, it's like, oh, you really didn't do the right thing there, did you? But obviously I did. It's just, I got a bit peckish. And I thought, you know, what's out there I can eat? So I had a Muller light yogurt and a skinny bar. Yeah, not that I've started my diet today, because we have minted lamb shanks for our dinner, and they're out there in the slow cooker. The house smells incredible. Really does. We've got mashed potato, which is gorgeous with it, and petit pois peas. Oh, I can't wait. That's one of my favourite meals of all time. Steak, mashed potato, peas. That's another one. When I was a kid, my mum used to do me pork chop, chips and peas, and I loved that. I just got a thing, I think, I like peas. Gary well, he used to hate peas, but I've got him into one thing to tell you. I really do just babble away, don't I, really? Is it a good thing? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, you know. So I'm kind of sitting another thing that's coming up or going down. I've been thinking about what yarn to do for my because I used to do a yarn of the week, and I can go back to doing that sort of thing as well. So I'm wondering which one. I don't want to swatch loads of yarn. Oh, you know, sometimes when I get a new one, I like to swatch, but when the newer ones are 150-gram cakes and they don't come in big packs, so you know, if I go swatching, I kind of use up a lot of it. So yeah, but with the chromatic, do you remember those when I swatched those? Because they've got wool in them, I've been undoing those swatches and putting them in people's orders with a little disclaimer saying, you know, this is a freebie and I've used it as a swatch on my channel, but you know, this is just a little freebie. So people have been getting those. I've got I think two or three left, but one doesn't have a yarn band, and I feel like, how can I put that in anyone's order? It's got a yarn band, but maybe someone I know really well, when they order, will get that one. I say, sorry, there's no yarn band. I don't know what happened to it. So that's probably what I'll do with that. So I've just got to finish this tea because it's getting cold. And it's a nice one. A lovely cup of tea. So yeah, I put my lovely new yarns up here. And I did take some out and put them out in the yarn van. So another thing I did with those tubs, because I've bought 6. They are smaller. But the leftover, the remainder of the Stylecraft Batik and Batik Swirl cakes, there were too many to go in the tub that I had, so I put those in one of them, so I've got one of each of that. Then the new yarn, the James C. Brett one, that has gone into another 3 of those, because I think it would have been probably 1.5 of the big ones, but yeah, so 3 of them have got that in. And then I started filling the others with Hobbycraft yarn and Devanti, because when I do my high street mystery boxes, I've got all that out there, and I thought it really does need to be a kind of in a specific area, because for me, I have to go out there, where is it, and I have to go looking for the actual bag that has the stuff that I got from, you know, the range, and I have to go looking for the Hobbycraft. So I've started to put them all in a big box that is high street mystery box yarn. Not just that, I mean, there's also, I can buy James C. Brett yarn, King Cole yarn, some Stylecraft yarn, all sorts on my high streets, well, depending where I go, you know. So there's also other bits in there. But there's Aldi yarn, you know. I've actually got tubs of Aldi yarn, because I've actually got loads of it up here as well. So yeah, there's lots of that. And some of it is ancient now, from when they first started doing their yarn events. And in the beginning, when they first started to do them, they used to do so much variety of styles of yarn. They had sort of fluffy-ish, hairy yarn. They had boucle yarn. We had the chenille. We had the baby chenille. We had yarn cakes, which were rough as a badger's. And then they started getting nicer. Then we had, what else did we have? They had some cotton yarns and loads of cotton yarn they did. I remember, I've still got some of it. I was making a bath mat with it. I don't know if you remember that. Oh, God, if you've been with me for ages, you might. I never did find where that WIP is. I actually had a couple of tubs full of WIPs. Maybe I put it in one of those. I don't know. I found the yarn a little while ago. I just can't find the WIP. Do you remember I was making a bag out of round into square? And oh, that is either. I think I was making it with that as well. I'm going to have to sort it all out. Maybe I undid it. Maybe I undid the bath mat. I can't remember. I still haven't made the stool. I still haven't finished my stool. Can't believe that. This summer, when I get to spend more time out in the yarn van, I will get that done, because it's all out there. Yeah. And it's all made with ice yarn, Universe and Picasso, Rockstar, sorry. And I have all those yarns now in my shop. Wouldn't it be funny I sell it as a kit to make it. No, I couldn't do that. Everybody's stores are different sizes, so couldn't do that. Anyway, I'm going to get off, upload this video, get my giveaway done, which I haven't even filmed yet. It's going to be up late. So watch out for those things that I said that are coming up. I'll get this Open With Me done as well. So that'll pop up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.